Cascade does for us and our friend Scott Hind, who brings us the most innovative home products, and I love him so much for that.
I don't know about most, but I try.
I mean, you really do. Well,
so
we're like, wait, hey.
Yeah.
So if you can screw in a light bulb,
yes,
you can have a fan.
That's it.
In your guest room, in your bedroom, in your attic, in your garage, wherever you want. And even if you have recessed lighting, these are gonna work for you. They were made exclusively for us here at QVC. We sold over 300,000 of them.
Yep.
But we can't get any more back in, so we put them on a clearance price. Yep. And because we're having clearance sale prices right now, where everything that is already clearance price is now a lower price on sale. They were $49. You get it home for $23. Oh, I mean, that's like more than half.
Smoking deal, yeah.
Here are the color choices. We have gray. We have brown, which might be a little bit hard to see right here. I would have thought that was
like a walnut.
It's like a walnut.
Dark walnut brown. Yep. Absolutely.
Then we have white, and finally we have black.
Yes, ma'am.
For less than $8 as a charge on a credit card, you can get these home, and we have 164 5-star reviews. So another opportunity where you get something that somebody came back and said, this is amazing, I'm giving it 5 stars, and you're getting it for less than half.
Yeah, if you have a light, you still have a light. Now you also have a fan, because it's all the look and feel of a high-end fan and lighting system, but none of the intrusion of an electrician, none of the expense, none of the destruction. Because you know what, I consider myself a fairly handy guy, okay, and get around a toolbox. What am I gonna do with this? I mean, this is a base of a fan, right? Like, okay, there's wires, there's damage, destruction. I'm going to mess this up. And there's weight to it. So let's not screw around with this. Instead, if you have a socket, you have a light, and you have a fan, like you said, we screw it in because you can't screw it up.
And it's powerful too. I mean, I'm sure these are on the highest. There's different settings. How many settings?
For fan, there's 4.
Okay.
For light, there's almost infinite because you can dim it. So here's what we're looking at. This is a recessed light. Now, whether you have a regular light socket or a recessed light, the extender comes with it. You can take it on and off. All you do is screw this into the recessed light, what's called the baffle there. Then you turn it on, okay? And then now you have a customizable fan. What did that take? 6 seconds?
Right.
And then turn this fan on. But the beautiful thing is there's different speeds of the fan. The lights can be changed, so different temperatures, what we call temperatures. So maybe you don't want the ultra bright, maybe you just want a warm light.
Ooh, really? Maybe, I love the warm light.
Maybe you want a night light. Maybe you want a natural light. You have all different, you have dimmability and you have customization, so you get all the air, all the light that you need when and where you need it.
I mean, think about that. You could literally, I was reading through the reviews the other day, because we've presented this a couple times since we made it a clearance price, and since we've had this amazing clearance sale price, sale that's going on. And people were like, I can't believe how easy it was. I'm coming back for more. I hope you have the color that I need, because I'm coming back for more. So people got this home. They loved it so much, they came back for another one in another room. Because if you think about it, even if you have central AC, there's always the one room that doesn't get enough. And it's usually a guest room or a child's room. Any room above a garage doesn't always get.
And to that point, real quick, I know we have some images from my own home.
Oh,
where
yes,
we use
let's
in my
look
home.
at
If we're able to see that, I might give you some ideas as where you can use it. This is my guest room in my home. As we speak, that fan is in there. It is the farthest away from the HVAC, weakest airflow. Like you just said, it gets hot up there, so all my guests now have a nice light and they have air that they need. Next one you're gonna see is, again, right now as we speak, that's my kitchen. There is one that's the walnut brown. It matches the cabinets. I just had people over for dinner last night. It got hot because it rained outside. I couldn't grill up. It got really hot. I turned this on. It helped keep the kitchen cool.
And that's where I would think that you wouldn't be able to use this, because that's all recessed lighting, and there's like 12 of them. But you just pick the one, maybe the one in the middle, or the one where you really need it, and you, because of the extender, you get to do that.
And then the next one over, so you already saw the guest room and the kitchen. The next one over is my attic. Okay, we can see my air innovations humidifiers there. But listen, that attic gets hot as blazes, especially right now. Well, you're still keeping a bright light, but you're still getting air movement. And then finally on the right, that's my own shed. You see my Sun Joe tools in there? Well, I've got power in my shed, so this still gives me the light I need, but it helps cool it down, because again, that shed is so hot right now. It's insane.
Can you come over and organize my shed, because that looks amazing. That looks like fake. It's so organized.
It was not for the shot. It is that way.
I know it's that way. I've seen it before.
I know. There's a lot of vegetables in this soup. It doesn't come for free. You know, it is. Yeah.
Well, here's what this basically does come for free. To be pretty close. To be able to have cool air and not lose the light at the same time in any room in your house. The rooms that don't already get the air with your central AC, or if you want to turn down or turn off the central AC because you're only in one room for most of the day, save yourself some money. This may pay you back. It comes with the remote, which is fully functioning, so you don't have to worry about standing up and pulling those cords, you know, like that most fans have. Maybe you have downstairs in the basement or in the garage a little workout area. You're not going out there right now to work out because it's so hot. 3 light settings with a dimmer as well, and you can even change it to the warm white light or the bright white light.
That's right, that's right.
And then 3 settings, or how many settings with the fan? 4 settings
4 different
with
fan
the fan.
settings, and then you got all different temperatures of the light, plus you can also dim it. It's really customized to what you need. And then the nice thing too is if you want, you can go no light. Okay, so you could turn it off at night, obviously.
And still have the fan on.
Absolutely, so you're good to go there. You could put a night light on. You could put it on super bright. You could put it on warm white. Whatever you want to do, however you want to customize it. And even with the remote, you can dim it down from 10% all the way up to 100%. So it really is this so customizable solution for just keeping yourself cool because, you know, we had a kind of a rainy, cool June. July has been a horror show.
Oh, it has been.
Hot in a way that I can't describe it.
And you know, that feeling when you've been outside and you're sweating, your head is sweating, it's dripping down, and you walk into a room. I mean, I just say that as I'm standing right next to this, I am getting such refreshment.
Oh.
And this is $23. It's not $123 for a fan. This is how it comes. And so if you look at this one right here, that was just screwed in, but next to it is the recessed. And so you'll also get this extender. So if you're putting it where there's a recessed light, you can use it there as well. And then you can look over at Scott and see how that works.
Put it right up into the baffle. You just screw it in. It, I mean, literally takes 5 seconds. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can do this. Screw it in because you can't screw it up, and then we just start turning it on right away, okay?
With the remote.
Turn this on, and then here we go. We could do a night light, we could do fan speeds, we do everything we want, and we're rocking and rolling in no time flat. We have it up on 4, and then as that gets going, you'll start seeing those bubbles come out, and you're good to go. Oop, I gotta stop doing that. There we go.
But guess what? You didn't hurt yourself when you did, and it's on the
you're all good
highest
to go.
setting.
And then the alternative, Terry, is this, okay? Like I said at the top of the presentation, I consider myself a fairly handy guy. I can get around the toolbox.
But with electricity...
What am I going to do with this?
Yeah,
like with
that's a little scary.
I know we're hot neutral ground. I don't know what this is, even. Like, I have no idea. And then how am I going to mount this without it falling down on top of me in the middle of the night and all those things? Okay, fine. So you get an electrician to come in. Extraordinarily expensive, intrusive. You're on their terms, and there's still damage. All right. Well, you don't want any of that. Now you just have a way to
And
get
then you
fan.
leave it there.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you paid to get it put in and then installed, and then you leave, or if you're renting, you don't get to take it with you.
That's right.
This is a clearance sale price though, so we cannot reorder these. Instead of $49, they are now $23. You could get 2 for less than the original price of 1. You do get the remote, which comes with the holder that you can just screw into a wall, and then you always have a place for it. I would need that. Here we have it in gray. We're not gonna have these colors forever. Next to that, we have the brown. That's really nice if you have like, kind of like the bronze, like doorknobs or hardware in your house. The white is going very quickly. Great for fresh things like a kitchen, a bathroom. And then we also have it available in black. 164 5-star reviews. You're getting this home for less than $8 as a charge on a card, and then you can pay it off over time. If you don't love it, you can always return it, even though it's a clearance sale price. The 83060 is your item number. Thank you so much, Scott Hine.
Always good to see you. See you in a little bit.
All right. This is a comprehensive way to not only brush your teeth with sonic technology, but also